All right, so I'm getting ready to watch episode 12 of Death Note. And it left me like such on a cliffhanger when there was the reveal of the second Shinigami and that mysterious girl who had the Shinigami's eyes showed up, kind of making demands on Kira's behalf at the end of the last episode, episode 11. So I just have been on edge, wanting to see more about this mysterious second Shinigami and Death Note user. And I just can't wait to see if we're going to get a little explanation, a little backstory, find out more about this mysterious lady, girl, woman, whatever. So let's go ahead and jump in to episode 12. Also, during the OP, I like to remind people that I do have a Patreon now. And I know some of you are already members of the Patreon, but if you think there's a chance you might be interested, there is a link in the video description. Please check it out. I would absolutely appreciate it if you did that. Love is the name of the episode, so this could be interesting. Is Light gonna fall in love with somebody? Is L gonna fall in love with somebody? Is Ryuk gonna fall in love? Let's see what we have in the episode titled Love. Yeah, so Light kind of processing the idea that L has asked him to help him find what they're calling fake Kira, or Kira number 2. But just because L has asked Light to help him find this new Kira doesn't mean that Light is off the hook when it comes to L's suspicion. And man, seeing the two of them together, L looks almost like a little hedgehog or something with that hair and the slumped posture. It's funny, like the difference between the two. It's like there's Light, who's evil, and Dark, who's noble. Kind of interesting. Oh, this is dangerous. He's suddenly letting Light have some information he did not previously have. So this could go very poorly depending on what's contained in this secret information. And it looks like Light's father's a little suspicious. Oh, wow. So here we're getting the insight on what the plan was to bring Light in, that they're not going to let Light know about the fake Kira right off the bat. Oh, and then they're going to show him the tape of the fake Kira and judge his reaction. Okay, so we're going to see how he reacts to this video. I want to see it too. I think he's going to use this investigation to discover the identities of both Kiras. Is he going to know something about the Shinigami eyes? Like, is that going to be something he's able to glean from these events? Yeah, because it's the Shinigami's eyes. So I expect Light to catch on to that pretty quickly, but will he share that information? Because sharing that information would explain that he knows more than he's supposed to know. So no, he'd sit on it. He'd keep a tight lip on that one. A tight lid, I guess, on that one. Closed lips, tight lid. Oh, so L understands he's flirting with his own mortality here. Oh yeah, explaining that how Light responds to this doesn't affect the suspicion on Light, but we already know Light has figured out the second Kira. Maybe by acting like he doesn't get it is going to give him away more than picking up on it. Yeah, he's just kind of processing the fact that this fake Kira, the second Kira, is tarnishing his reputation as the real Kira. And I can get that. That makes sense to me. And he's kind of wondering why nobody's talking about the video to him. They just want to judge his pure, unadulterated reaction. I think I'm using that phrase correctly there. But he's definitely going to measure his statements afterwards. Oh, he feels so pinned in. Oh, but he is explaining that he's figured it out because he can't play too dumb. That'll give him away as much as playing too smart, right? Yeah, he's pointing out the differences. So I think Light has played this as well as he possibly could, but sometimes you're pinned in where you just don't have a good play. And let's not misconstrue me talking about him playing this well as me wanting him to play it well. It's just my observation. I'm very anti-light at this point. I don't think I'll ever swivel on that position, but who knows? You know, I've proven myself wrong so many times. Maybe when Light and L are unified to find this new Kira, the fake Kira, that'll make me turn around a little bit on Light. We'll see. Because I do confess that I dislike this new Kira way more than I dislike Light. Oh wow, and L just saying I'm using your reasoning abilities to confirm my own. Oh yeah, changing the priorities. The second Kira is the more dangerous Kira, which, of course we know that, for multiple reasons, for two reasons. Their morality is not as strict, and they have the eyes of the Shinigami. So, gotta stop number 2 first, and then go back to tracking down number 1. But there's also a way to save face publicly, is to stop number 2 and never confess that there was a number 1 and let everybody off the hook. But I don't know if that's a play that L will be up for. But I could see that being a suggestion. Like, Light says, I promise I'll be good. Let me off the hook. Oh, wow! Oh, L is asking Light to pretend to be Kira because he knows that Light is Kira. So how is Light going to play this message from Kira? Oh, boy! L, Ryuzaki just makes great plays time and time again against L, and I really enjoy him getting him on that hook and watching him squirm like a fishing worm. Oh boy. Yeah, so I like it a little bit. Light is taking his own gouges back. Like, what if I say go ahead and kill L? That's interesting. This is a lot of fun watching the interplay between Light and L here, now that they're in the same room at the same time so often. It's like the Harry Osborn, Peter Parker thing, like friends and enemies at once. So, wow, they're going to publicly disclose multiple Kiras. How's the public going to respond to that? Let's see what we got. That would have to be something that would invoke terror amongst the populace to know there's not 1 but 2 Kiras. Oh, and she's so excited because Kira responded to her fake Kira activities. She's like a deranged fangirl that'll do anything to get the attention of whom she's a fan. Look at all these goth teddy bears and stuff. She's a bad person to get a Death Note. She really seems to be twisted. But it's kind of got a cool aesthetic. A pink bunny that is also mangled. She's got a Grim Reaper lamp. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is a goth lady through and through. Oh, wow, that's a weird painting to have up. Yep, she's getting a kick out of this. Even her Shinigami looks goth, like in a more fashionable way than Ryuk does. Oh, so now she's responding. I wonder what she's got to say. Oh, boy. Let's see what she has to say. Kira talking to Kira. So she's going to follow his instructions. She's enough of a fangirl that he can control her to some degree, but also she's talked about the fact if he gets in her way, she'll take him out. Yeah, what is Light going to do now? Oh boy, she's demanding a face-to-face meeting. She's telling him that she has the eyes, so he's got to act like he doesn't quite know what he means. Oh, he's got a tell on his face there. If anybody's paying attention to Light, he's giving something away there by the way he responded to that mention the Shinigami eyes. But they want to meet one another. Oh, he's let the Shinigami thing out of the bag. There's so much, and look, L is freaking out. You know, is that a good freak out or a bad freak out? He just collapsed. Is he pretending to be dead? Is he just overwhelmed? The idea of Shinigami has him just wiped out. He was not prepared for the supernatural, even though everything here hints at supernatural. I absolutely love the way L was overwhelmed with that realization of the supernatural there. That was a great way to present that sort of reveal to the characters at large in this show. And now, how's he going to move forward with this information? Oh boy, is Light going to go into the those doth protest too much side of things? Oh, he's even talking about the gods of death, or the death gods that the prisoners wrote about in their suicide notes. Okay, so again, now Light seems to know too much. Yeah. Oh boy. So how are they going to arrange Akira meets Kira without Light revealing his identity and the Shinigami meeting Shinigami? Plus, I think it would be an interesting meeting between these two. So I hope that on his own, Light figures out a way to meet with this mysterious female individual. I want to have a name to put to her. But I also think she wouldn't hesitate to kill Kira right upon meeting, so she's the only Kira. If he says anything she doesn't like, she seems a little loosely wired, like the president of the fan club who shoots the person that the fan club's built around that has happened in the real world, unfortunately. And I'm wondering if that sort of thing's going to happen here. Oh, now he's saying Shinigami is something metaphorical and not an actual literal Shinigami. So once again, maybe trying a little too hard to lead them off the track. But he's also telling them something they're eager to believe, because L, his whole world is by using logic and rationale to figure out what's going on. And you introduce something irrational like a Shinigami, and he was worried that his whole way of thinking is invalidated, though he's done really, really well at anticipating, because there are still rules that apply to Shinigami, just as there are rules that apply to humans. But I don't think he wants to confront this possibility, because he is not prepared in the least for that. Oh wow, so he's going to go hands off from here and see what happens. So, oh boy. So if Light responds, but I feel like Light's got to respond, but is he going to find a secret way to respond? I don't know how he would respond in a secret way. Oh, so Light's got some pretty solid reasoning about how the real Kira would want to affect the second Kira, keep them from coming into contact with the police. How are they going to orchestrate this? I guess you just have to watch and see, right? Okay. So, yeah, Light is sitting here like me saying it'll be interesting if the second Kira tries to force the real Kira to come out into a meeting, and it'd be interesting, and maybe the real Kira would gather information to undercut the fake Kira, maybe vice versa. Let the two Kiras expose one another. That's an interesting gambit you're taking there, Light, though it could absolutely backfire horribly if it doesn't go according to plan. Oh, and here we are. This is her again, right? Is she a model or something? Or is she just doing like senior pictures? Misa, that's her name, huh? But she doesn't have the Shinigami's eyes there, so is this a flashback? Oh, she is a model. Yeah, okay, I thought maybe just senior pictures. Oh, and her Shinigami's name is Rem, so we got Ryuk and Rem and Misa. Oh, she's kind of deducing that he has to have 2 Death Notes. I wonder if she is going to be as clever. Oh, you have to trick the Shinigami King to get 2. Oh, it's not easy to get 2 Death Notes. I like this. I want to meet the Shinigami King now. She can't possibly be as clever as Light and L, right? I mean, there's only so many super clever people in the world. And maybe she's more clever than they are. I don't know. But I think it's interesting to put a person of average intelligence into the mix. But she seems pretty smart too. Maybe there's something about being super intelligent that draws the Shinigami to you. Oh, so he was just around when a Shinigami died, and that's how he got the extra Death Note. Oh, she's trying to ask him to give her some information that he doesn't want to give. Is he really going to give it to her? Oh my goodness, he's going to tell her how to kill a Shinigami? She could kill Ryuk! Oh, if they fall in love with a human, then they die. And look at her, the way she's reacted to that. What a beautiful way to kill. Killing with love. And the name of the episode, of course, was Love. She can't kill her own Shinigami. Oh, he's going to tell a story about Gillis. Or Jealous. Jealous would be a cool name. I don't know if it's Jealous or Jealous.
その子を見ていた。
Is that the one that from whom he got his second death note? I wonder who this woman is that Jealous fell in love with.
今日だね、あの子の寿命。
Oh, when she dies, he dies too. Because he's in love with her and he can't handle it.
なんで
This is really actually kind of touching. It's like a soft moment here.
私もどう死ぬの？
So he watches with this other Shinigami, and I guess that's how he's there to pick up the Death Note. I do want to meet this Shinigami
そ
King,
の子
though.
は読み。
Uh-oh. That red hat like Carmen Sandiego. Did he fall in love with Carmen Sandiego? Where in the world is she? That she would get stabbed like that.
告白した。
She was stalked. Oh, man. Kind of like exactly what's happening here. Seems to be the same thing I described could happen when first Kira meets second Kira. Oh, what a horrific murder. I mean, is there any other kind than a horrific? I don't know. This is tough to watch, though. Oh, he was going to kill himself? No, he's going to kill her himself, I guess. He's writing the killer's name down in the book to save her. Oh, no, he's interfering with human affairs or whatever. Uh-oh. So that's how he died. You know what? Sacrificing yourself for someone you love, there's worse ways to leave this world. So I'm not going to judge Jealous harshly at all here. Although the Shinigami King apparently doesn't share my point of view on that.
でもダメなんだよ。
Oh, there he goes. He's leaving the Shinigami realm.
いただくためだけにそう。
Yeah, they only exist to take lives, not to save them. But I guess if the human has the Death Note, the Shinigami's not responsible for the decisions they make, right? Oh, wow.
毛が残された。
It's a touching story on how Rem got that extra Death Note.
助けられた娘
Whoa!
になった寿命と
So
して
Jealous's remaining life was given to the girl he saved, so that means she's got to be darn near immortal here.
恋してなければ死神は死ななかったってこと？
Boy, that's got to be like some serious foreshadowing, right? Like somebody's going to die that way.
私を助け
The
てくれたのは
Shinigami's got to die that way.
ジェラスって死神。
Oh, she was the girl!
お前に恋をし
Oh, that is so awesome! That's why Rem gave her the notebook! This is such a cool story! I didn't anticipate this at all, though I guess it was pretty obvious. But the hat maybe disguising her hair color.
助けさせないと
So for her to be the one who was stalked to become the stalker, that's a weird twist of fate.
諦めな。
He's telling her, don't worry about it, you're not going to kill me.
バレてた。
She's trying to kill a Shinigami. Oh my goodness. And she wants to tell Kira all about this. She's going to tell Kira how to kill a Shinigami. Trying to find something to, So her giving up half of her remaining life to get those Shinigami eyes, she might have had hundreds of years if she got Jealous's remaining life, right? Oh, so she just was in a sweet situation to manipulate this system. Oh my goodness. This is not going to go good for Light, and I'm happy about that. But I also don't like her. I don't want things to go good for her. Come on, L, you're my only hope. Obi-Wan, you're my only hope. So how did he arrange this meeting? So would he be able to see her Shinigami?
エルに気づかれることなく第二
Yeah, and he understands L is going to be very aware if this happens. So I got to see how he's orchestrated this meeting. Because I'm a little lost on this one. They're in the same place at the same time.
一体どんなやつなんだ偽
So it looks like he's just trying to get some intel on her. Or maybe they don't even know they're both there. Will they see one another's Shinigami? Like, can you see other Shinigami or only your own? And of course, it's to be continued before I figure out how it's going to go. This story, it's just fun. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, it's dark and stuff, but it's just fun. I love the twists, the turns, the reveals. It's got something for you every episode. So much fun when Light and L are in the same room at the same time playing their little mental game. I'm convinced at this point that L is without a doubt certain that Light is Kira, but he just doesn't want to show his hand. And, you know, I like this whole turn of events with the second Kira. I feel like, there's so much foreshadowing here. She's probably going to end up being the end of Light, but then we got to see the end of Misa somehow. But a whole lot of fun here wrapped up in a nice, fun container, a nice little anime package here to satisfy me. So I'm going to say I'm proud of you for watching anime, and I'll talk to you again soon.
I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who supports the channel on Patreon. It really means a lot to me. If you might be interested in Patreon perks like early access to videos, uncut reaction videos, ad-free videos, and the opportunity to vote on which anime will be covered in the future, then click on the link in the video description. Thank you.